Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. This pick a card reading is a general reading, so it should fit any situation you find yourself in. As always, we have our three piles here with group 1 on the left through to group 3 on the right. The timestamps will be in the description box below along with the cards that I'm using. If you'd like a private reading with me, you can book that in the description box also. And that being said, I will leave you with your selection and I hope you enjoy your reading. Hey group 1 and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Nephrite Jade Pyramid, then this will be for you. As we know, jade is a very blessed and fortunate stone, but when it's coupled with nephrite, it is definitely a stone of protection. It's also a good dreaming stone, so helping recall and analyze your dreams. Maybe you've been getting some interesting messages coming through in dreamland. And yeah, let's jump straight in. Some of the signs in your reading today, group 1, is Scorpio, Taurus. I see Cancer here as well. And High Priestess is there in the underlying energy. So it's definitely a lot of intuitive messages have been coming forward and sort of leading you in a different direction. But let's jump in with the past energy with the Queen of Swords. We have Death, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I really like this combination because it shows that you've outgrown something pretty significant in the past. This can be long distant past, it can be more recent energy, but you've definitely outgrown something and there's been a new passion come into your life. This can be a new partnership, new inspiration, just a new zest for life, feeling motivated and inspired. I feel like with the podium here, there's definitely this indication that you no longer feel like you need to compete with old energies or maybe even comparing yourself to others, because you're just, I'm just seeing like the chrysalis, typical image, but like it's this, you're just your own little butterfly and you're developing in your own unique way. And it's like, it's quite beautiful what's coming to life inside of you and around you is what I'm seeing here. Now, some of this is painful for many of you. It's general reading, so it'll be a little different for everybody. But with the Queen of Swords and Death here, you have had to put your foot down, I'm hearing. There's definitely strong boundaries in this energy. Maybe these boundaries are towards yourself. They could be towards another person, but it's been a good move for you to really have strong discernment in this area. So as we progress into the week ahead, we have the Hierophant, the Ten of Swords. We've got the Fool and the Magician as well. There's a little bit more I'll grab in a second, but here we're definitely seeing you. Look at this transformation energy of the Phoenix. It's really strong, indicating, and then the Magician and the Fool, like could it get any clearer? You are stepping into this path of higher learning and trusting in your own higher power, trusting in perhaps the higher powers that you call on. There's a strong indication of teaching and education here. Some of you may be teachers, some of you may be studying, but it's something that is going to help you transform like your whole life potentially. Maybe it's a new career choice for you. It's definitely something that you are, I'm just getting that new identity energy here, and you're really stepping into it this week. There's an indication that you are manifesting something brand new this week that, like, I feel like it erases the old even more. So there's this momentum in the path ahead. There's a lot of things unfolding. For some of you, you may have been like falling back in your studies a little bit here, and it's like perhaps you're realizing it's time to get that ball rolling again and sort of apply yourself a little bit more to something. It may not be study, it could be anything, but some of you it's a health regime. You're just needing to get that ball rolling again. Some people here are making travel plans as well, going to a place perhaps you've never been before. Then you're planning for this travel. You can see that as well. Further into the end of the week, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. And it shows that you are able to multitask. You're able to handle it all and actually come out on top. And there's good produce or good results in your work here. With the Two of Pentacles, it's often a card of feeling like quite overwhelmed by added pressures or things that you need to navigate that are, extra things on your plate. And she's literally cooking here. So, some of you may just have a little extra responsibility towards the end of this week, but especially when you're taking on something new. It's not like, you know, all the other things just go away. You probably still have children or responsibilities or something here. So Six of Wands is definitely indicating that you are being noticed for something here. For some of you, it could be that your work is sort of making a little bit more popularity, or it's like there's somebody who may be noticing your work and sort of letting you know what they can see, like their own reflections, and they're very positive. You're getting a lot of feedback. In the area of challenge, you've got the Chariot and the Six of Pentacles. It's interesting with this being a challenge, and I feel like for some of you it's with regards to being taken advantage of. People are taking your kindness for weakness. People maybe expecting a lot from you. Maybe you're somebody who's very generous and always has been, but it's definitely time for you to maybe put your foot down with somebody here. There's a lot of generosity here, and maybe it's just time for you to learn how to have more reciprocity in connections and learn how to handle and navigate this with more confidence. What will help with the challenge is the Four of Pentacles. It makes sense. Four of Pentacles is a conservative energy. It's about saving your money. It's about protecting your energy. There's a bit of a stock take going on here, so I feel like your schedule may need a little bit more structure, perhaps, so you're not wasting time and energy on things that are, I don't know, just a little wasteful, especially if you've got like I feel like there's some sort of deadline for some of you here. There's things that need to be done at a certain time, so maybe having a little bit more organization and structure about your day. I'm seeing a really, really busy person in all of this. So like, go easy on yourself and make time for rest. We've got a heart-to-heart conversation happening here as well. So there could be somebody you can lean on, somebody who can sort of listen to you and what you're going through, where you're at. That'll be really supportive for you as well, to lean on the people that care about you, or to be that person for somebody else. I really feel like there's a really supportive friend or partner in your world that is there for you, that can really listen to the pain, listen to the things that have been going on for you. There's no need to block your heart from this person. You'll know if that's the case, if that's the person. I mean, some of you, you do need to actually block yourself from somebody, but you'll know who to block yourself from. Clearly, I can see it in this transformation that's happening within yourself, within your life. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have the Eight of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. Don't be too scared. The Eight of Swords, as we know, is like a extreme anxiety and overthinking and self-doubt and harsh self-criticism, and feeling, when I see it in this combination, I feel like something's been put on your shoulders that's it feels not fair. It feels like you may feel like, oh God, how am I going to handle this? How am I going to get through this? How am I going to navigate this issue? Because there's a lot of heavy burden in this situation and you're carrying it all on your own. There's something you're feeling stuck in that you need to remove yourself from, potentially. That's not for everyone, but there's definitely a situation for someone here where the idea of removing yourself from a situation is extremely daunting. But the good thing is the Nine of Pentacles is here. Look how open her energy is and bright, and she's so prepared. Nine of Pentacles is very abundant energy. It's full of gratitude. It's full of acknowledging your personal resources and the blessings around you. And what I'm seeing with this is you actually move through this energy, as hard as it is, and make things a lot more positive. And I feel like the transformation, if you're already in this energy now, what you don't see coming is the fact that you're going to land on your feet. If you haven't come through this energy yet, then it is inevitable, but you will still land on your feet. So no matter where you are in the timeline, it's really, really positive outcomes. In the outcome energy of the tarot, the Four of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. This to me is like a little bit of withdrawal energy from the world, and maybe not so much the responsibilities, but the world and certain people and situations. So you can have a little bit of like reflection time, contemplation, meditation. It's really, really important that you're getting plenty of rest, and you will be getting plenty of rest. I keep feeling withdrawal energy, so there's definitely someone withdrawing from something and just getting that little bit of time to reflect on everything that's gone on, focus on what's in front of you. This is a non-distraction energy as well. So you're not comparing, again, coming back to that, not comparing. You're really focused on what's in front of you and not worried about what other people are doing, but just like one day at a time showing up and seeing the progress. It's a self-mastery energy. You can see in the background, it's one of my favorite Eight of Pentacles because there's all these pots in the background. They're quite wonky, but her more recent attempt are full of intricate detail and they're very beautiful. Seven of Pentacles shows that the things that you work on right now are not going to show the results for some time to come, and that's okay. It's asking for your investment, it's asking for your perseverance, it's asking for your focus and your attention. Underlying energy of this reading is the Ace of Cups. This is fantastic. We've seen the Ace of Wands in your current energy as well. So for some of you, this is a new relationship that's come into your life while you still navigate other challenges and changes. But the Ace of Cups is a card, it's overflowing with love. It's a really beautiful energy. We have the Eight of Swords and the High Priestess underneath that, and even the Ace of Swords. Eight of Wands, High Priestess, Ace of Swords. We've got the Wheel of Fortune there with the Six of Cups underneath, which shows that you are done with repeating old cycles. Perhaps there's been some patterns that are even better from childhood even. Those are definitely shifting because there's clarity here. There's a strong connection to your higher self and to spirit, and the ability to move things forward and have the necessary conversations. For some of you, there is a conversation where somebody is offering their love to you, and it's a very divine love. I think this follows, I just saw 1111 then too. This is maybe perhaps a follow-on from last week's group one. I think group one has been in a really interesting shift potentially in their love life or in relationships or just in their sense of well-being. So the oracles for your reading, we have happiness with Majoram and Libran energy, which is about relationships. But let's have a look at what the book has to say for you. What have we got? So new successes, relationships, and even beginnings are indicated. Can you do something differently to move an outcome more in line with your desires? Majoram indicates celebrations, excitement, holidays. Holidays is interesting because you have in the self-care area plan a vacation. And we saw travel in the Fool. So there's definitely indications of new experiences and things to look forward to here. Good news and physical radiance. Freedom that was once out of reach might now be obtainable. Be careful of overindulgence and overspending, and being too free with information that may be better kept quiet for now. Four of Pentacles back here. Definitely some good vibes, good things coming. You have the Higher Power Moon Goddess card, which is 100% about trusting and listening to that higher power, trusting that the way things are unfolding are divine at this time. It's a good time to be asking for help from spirit, and if you have very close friends and connections, a good time for that as well. Especially given that we have the Ten of Wands in your area here, the Eight of Swords. There's something that's on your shoulders that you are feeling like incapable of handling, but you actually are. And that's perhaps why higher power is here, to trust that you've got that support. It says in the book, you're in a situation that may feel impossible, but you are magical and have celestial support. The goddess is on your side. Whatever you're facing, she's bringing you healing, grace, and blessings. You're facing a soul challenge right now. You need to move through it to know how strong you are. Mere mortals often give up when they face tough challenges. But if you're reading this, you are not a mere mortal. You know that you're connected to a higher power, including all the goddesses who are there for you. Tap into that power. The goddess is wise and wants to guide you. Connecting by getting out in nature, under the moon, or through chanting and meditation, whatever way feels right for you. Which goddess should you reach out to? That's entirely up to you. But if you don't already have if you don't already have a favorite goddess, search online and see who you feel most drawn to. Whatever you're going through right now, you don't need to handle it on your own. The goddess awaits you. As I'm speaking that, I'm feeling very Kali energy for some of you. For others, I'm feeling Kuan Yin. We have the card Truth from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. It's quite a stormy energy. It's a little bit windy. Like, I get the feeling that maybe the things are knocking you around, but you're needing to hold strong to your own personal truth, and maybe even in the face of varied opinions and thoughts of others. But be honest with yourself and speak from your heart and find your truth. Listen for what is sincere and honest in others. One of the most difficult things to know is what's true for you and what isn't. Sometimes it takes sincere silence to find the inner voice of truth. But once you find it, let go of anything in your life that isn't authentic. Share your truth with others. Release relationships in which you can't be yourself or you can't be real. Being genuine can allow your spirit to fly and the song of your soul to be heard in the universe. It's definitely like I'm getting a law of attraction vibe there. If there's, I think you, yeah, I see you looking at the life you want in, for some reason I'm seeing 5 years time. And well, I think it's time with the Four of Swords and even the Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, to really sit with yourself in that truth of what that looks like and what it's going to take to get there. What's in your life right now that isn't conducive with that creation that you can see. And then 2 self-care oracles to finish your reading. We have the Plan a Vacation. We saw that before. And Hydrate. Hydration, I mean, it's a bit of a no-brainer, but really it's very important to have good quality water. And make sure that you are hydrated quite well. On that note, I'll take a sip myself. So group 1, that is what I have for you in this reading. I hope that it's brought you some sort of comfort, clarity, or guidance. If you'd like a private reading, you should be able to book that in the description box below. I did actually open up some spots for next week. I didn't realize that I had some spots, so there might be one of those left. Otherwise, there will be some July spots, hopefully. And yeah, look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 1. Hey group 2, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the sweet little pine cone, then this will be for you. So the pine cone is symbolic of the pineal gland and human enlightenment. It can also be symbolic of regeneration, which is interesting because the first card you got in this reading was regeneration. Tarragon, which we'll get to shortly, but I feel like I'm actually getting similar vibes to group 1. Maybe you've come from group 1, or maybe you were drawn to group 1 as well, but I do feel like you are going through some sort of enlightenment, some sort of awakening or a deeper understanding of what's right for you, of your truth, of things that need shifting, of where you are headed. So let's jump in with the energies I can see. I've got Virgo here, Scorpio, Cancer, Capricorn is here as well, Sagittarius. Those are the main energies in your reading. So it could be part of your chart. It may not be, that's okay. It could be someone you're dealing with. Yeah, okay, so we'll jump into the past energy as we always do. We have the Ten of Swords here with Temperance and the King of Wands. I really like, when the Ten of Swords first came out, I heard the word brutal. And so for some of you, this ending that you've gone through may have been a brutal one. It may have been very painful. But you've come to this point now where you just surrender to that. You have surrendered something that is no longer good for you. And instead you've filled that space with something that is good for you. It can be healthy lifestyle changes. It can be focusing on your career. There's something here that's, you've rebalanced the scales in your life. And with the King of Wands there, it's a leadership energy. So some of you, it's travel on the horizon. I had a similar message for group 1 with travel, but it shows, it's like, this, I'm really feeling like someone in their pussycat, like you want some of, as I said that, Tilly just jumped up. That's so cute. And she's probably going to like enter the reading now. Oh my gosh. Tilly. Let's not show everyone your butt. All right. Good girl. Sorry about that. So yeah, King of Wands here is is somebody who's ready to connect with their leadership energy. They're charting their own course in life. There's definitely an indication of strong connection to nature as well. So this might be something that's been on your mind lately, or you're wanting to get out in nature and just have a little bit of reconnection time, maybe regeneration time, as the Tarragon suggests. We've got strong fire sign energy here, actually. So the Aries, Leo, Sag vibes. Which is pretty dynamic. It's pretty bold, and it is independent energy. So some of you have moved out of a codependency or a situation that is, it's not great. It's quite painful. I'm actually getting for someone here that, like, maybe if this is you running away, then the person has made a failed attempt to catch up with you, or something has tried to catch up with you but it doesn't have the chance to. If it's the other way around and you were the one who was left and somebody else has run away, it's showing that you have really made that shift. You've surrendered to that, realizing that it was for the best for you to leave that situation behind and fill that void or that space with something more healthy for yourself. It doesn't mean you've finished dealing with these things. There's always like a remnants that needs to be healed, and you can see that in the week ahead. You can see that in these cards, but for the most part, I feel like you're sort of, I don't know, I'm hearing taking your stick and running with it. So I don't know, like, so maybe it's like your idea or your passion, something that you're just running with it. So in the current energy, we have the star here, Aquarius energy. I don't know if I mentioned Aquarius at the start, but the star is about a renewal of hope, feeling like the stars are aligning for you, feeling like it's actually going to be okay, things are going to get better. So there's this sense of renewal here. And again, back to the regeneration energy, back to the pineal gland, the pine cone. It's a really, really positive vibe. It's a healing vibe. We've got the 5 of Swords next as well. I'm going to hold up the rest we have with the Devil. Well, not the rest, but some of. The 4 of Wands is here too. So there's still this navigation of things that are toxic in your world. You're still trying to release that and continue filling it with things that are good for you, situations, places, people, and communities that fill your spirit and more aligned with where you want to go in life. For some of you, you're maybe battling some sort of addiction or obsession or possessive energy around some sort of status or thing in your life that you felt was empowering for you, but coming to realize that it's actually not. Some of these things you're currently battling with. Others of you are like you've finished battling, but you are now processing. Like I said before, a bit of remnants here. For some of you, there is a difficult situation coming up this week that you need to lean on your community to help support you through this. I feel like there's a part of you that feels pulled into being compassionate to this situation or person, but I feel like that's also a past pattern of yours that it's worth identifying as well. It's a pattern that you are healing and moving through. 4 of Wands, I just really for some reason I want to stay on the 4 of Wands a little longer. So it is talking about like-minded souls and communities that align with your values. So spending time with these people, finding these people potentially for some of you is going to be really supportive and beneficial on the path ahead. Later in the week, we have the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles. And that's kind of where I was getting as well, that your compassionate nature may pull you back into things that aren't good for you when related to this Devil energy. I'm just seeing the money bag really stand out here. So somebody may be trying to gain money in a dishonest way, or waving temptation in front of you. It could be anything really. Like, everyone's going to connect a little differently to that, but I feel like you've gone through enough and you are quite empowered. Actually, as I look up above the Devil card is the Release card, and so if this is things you're attached to that are not healthy for you or not healthy for the life you're trying to create in the future, then it's definitely time to let that go. We'll go to the Release card at the end, as we always do with the oracles, but the 2 of Swords and the 6 of Pentacles, it's a pull between your head and your heart with a decision I feel like you're grappling with here for some of you. There's a choice you are needing to make, And it's with regards to generosity. It's with regards to compassion and the balance or imbalance thereof. In the area of challenge, we have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. So this can be your energy or somebody else's, but it's very misleading. The challenge is dealing with somebody who is perhaps manipulative or, and it could be financially motivated, dealing with trickery, shady energy, manipulation, I think I already said. Thievery for some of you. Some of you may be dealing with somebody who, I actually saw something as well as here before that spoke about taking shortcuts or just not being honest with your work. So whether it's you or someone you're dealing with, this is the challenge this week. Finding a new beginning after dealing with this energy as well. Like for some of you, it's like I'm actually getting like a poor reference or a poor reputation situation, but it wasn't actually the truth, and you're needing to have a new beginning. But this poor reputation or gossip or something may be getting in the way of your opportunities. Not for everyone, oddly specific. What will help with the challenge is 3 major arcanas. So very, very powerful support around moving through this challenge. Chariot, Death, and the Wheel of Fortune. See how there's in both these cards here, there's 2 paths you can go down. So it brings me back to that grappling with a decision. Do you go this way or do you go that way? There's a need to cut this cord here too. So there's something that's hanging on to your energy or something you're hanging on to that you haven't quite decided to let go of. You are needing to move through this transformation or ending with more confidence, assertiveness, discernment, and strength. The Wheel of Fortune here is, I feel, representing like getting off the wheel, the karmic cycles, like breaking karmic cycles. And in doing that, you will see fortune and blessings coming into your life. I feel like it's already happening for you, given that you've got the pineal, keep going to call it the pineal gland. You've got the pine cone in your reading. It is all about enlightenment and awareness. So it's kind of unavoidable. I'm also getting that feeling like you can't unsee something or you can't unhear something. And so that's worth paying attention to. In the area of what you don't see coming, it's the 5 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the 8 of Wands, and the 2 of Wands. They all came out together. I feel like it's suitable. So again, with this, like somebody is attached to status or finance or indulgence or what's the word, greed potentially, or I'm gonna say indulgence again. There's another word I feel like I'm missing here. Is it gluttony? I don't know, but there's conflict here around this personal situation this week. You may not see it coming. There's going to be a conversation coming forward where you decide to take a different road. Basically, it's chaotic for you. It's overwhelming. It's stressful. For some of you, this is a group of people that you're dealing with. It could be within your workplace. This could be your boss. This could be anything at all. But you are having to, again, back over here, find the courage to move away from dishonest energy or from conflict that doesn't serve you. It's kind of, I heard petty conflict potentially. Again, with the travel plans, he holds the globe in his hand, but this is like whatever the situation is, it doesn't benefit you any further. It doesn't belong in your future. There's something here about like you've learned all you needed to learn from this person, situation, or thing, and so it's only a new path that's going to bring in new blessings. In the outcome of the tarot, we have the Page of Swords, the Hermit. I was going to call it the Nine of Hermit. The Hermit, the Four of Pentacles, and the Tower. Look at this for like enlightenment energy, especially with the Page of Swords and the Hermit. This is not only like studious energy, very curious, seeking information, educating yourself, learning what's necessary, but it's also turning within to marry that intellect with the inner wisdom that you have and the inner wisdom that comes through you from spirit. You've got the guiding owl here as well. Your intuition is very strong in the outcome, and it causes you to protect your energy. It causes you to Well, we've got somebody sitting on a treasure chest. They're not sharing their coins with somebody here. The door is locked. The tower has crumbled. But see how she's the one who blew up this tower? So I really feel like you take your power back in a situation, or there's something doesn't last and you end up protecting yourself from it because your wisdom guides you to do so. I'm just being called to this. It says here, do nothing. So a lot of you in this situation, it's more about not engaging and just taking your power elsewhere. New creative adventures are here with the Page of Cups. There may be someone with an apology coming your way as well, but this for me is, well, look at the easel. This person is a very artistic person. So there's something to do with your creative side, your artistic nature, time in nature again reflected there. The Nine of Pentacles as well. There's the Knight of Pentacles from the Eight of Cups. Like I could split all day and just keep getting the same message where you walk away from what doesn't serve you and slowly walk towards your own abundance. For some of you, somebody is coming into your life and offering you something. They approach you nice and slowly. It could be anything, job offer, relationship realm, but you're doing well for yourself regardless. And I think that something coming into your world complements it, and it doesn't bring you chaos, it brings you peace. Ace of Cups was there as well. So this is like a heartfelt connection. There's like a friendship coming in or something there. So over to the oracles. As I said before, we had Tarragon with regeneration. We'll go to the book. What to do next is something that needs focus under the influence of Tarragon. It will often indicate that work needs to be done to align the physical with the spiritual. A gift could be coming your way soon, and a relationship will step up to the next level. Look at what can be redone if given extra care to grow again, or if bringing it back into your life will serve you in a positive way. Tarragon also highlights plagiarism and taking inspiration without credit. You can definitely see plagiarism energy back over here with the Seven of Swords, and even here with the Five of Wands and the King of Pentacles, like somebody taking credit for work that isn't their own, or just doesn't align with your values and what you're creating. It's whatever that is, whoever that is. That's probably why you're locking it down. You're taking time for yourself. You're withdrawing. You're focusing. You're studying. You're learning. You're growing. You're destroying where necessary too, and that's okay. In the, what is this, Moonology Messages, it is do nothing, the void moon. It's time to let things unfold for themselves. Do nothing, rest, know when and where to apply your energy. Disengage is a big one from that card I'm getting. From Sacred Destiny, have love and release. So I think some of you can take your own messages from that standalone image there, because they are two opposite yet complementary energies here. I mean, to let love in, you must release the past or things that aren't working for you, things that don't align with love. But let's go to the book for you. With love, love is all around you. Love is coming into your life. You are already more cherished than you can possibly know. Indeed, you are a sacred vessel of love to flow through you when you stand in the center of it all. All is well, no matter what is happening around you. You know that you are loved and lovable. You know that there is nothing you need to do to deserve love. You are enough just as you are. The Creator is love, and in the depth of your soul, you are love. In matters of the heart and romance, all is healing or is already healed. In terms of self-love, your confidence and self-esteem are growing as you take time to cherish and care for yourself. And then release. Autumn vibes. When you receive the release card, it's time to let go and surrender. Let go of situations, people, and objects that do not serve you. A lot of you have already done this in a big way with the Ten of Swords and the Temperance in the past energy. Let go of the old, outmoded, self-limiting beliefs that drag you down. This is a time of stripping away superficial distractions until you reach who you are at your core. If you are holding on to the old, it is difficult for anything new to come into your life. if you're, okay, where are we now? Begin to clear your home and living environment of clutter. If you don't love it or use it, it's probably clutter. Clear it out of your space. It's time for a detox. To get ready for the new, you must release the old. Hopefully that whippersnipper garden works in the background isn't too noisy. But we have 2 more cards, and these are your quality care cards, and it matches so beautifully with the Hermit's imagery. One is spend time with animals, and the other is look for fairies. I think they're really, really sweet suggestions. Some of you may already know about connecting with the Fae and their realm. Others of you may be something you want to investigate for yourself and make your own personal connection with them. Spending time with animals, spending time in nature, just relaxing on your own and reconnecting with that part of you that feels fulfilled when you do. So that whippersnipper's getting pretty noisy, so I better end it there. Thank you, group 2. I hope that has given you some sort of comfort, clarity or guidance. If you'd like a personal reading, you can book that in the description box. I do have an extra spot or 2 for next week. I didn't realize I hadn't opened that, so it's open for you. Otherwise, there will be something in July there, I'm sure. And that being said, I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye, group 2. Hey, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the Tourmaline Angel, then this will be your reading. It's interesting because I actually thought it was obsidian for the longest time, and I don't know why I flicked over to obsidian, because it's definitely tourmaline. Looking at those wings, you probably can't really tell on the camera, but they're a bit more transparent with those tourmaline lines inside. But they are very similar energies, both tourmaline and obsidian, in that they're very grounding and very protective energies. They can help cleanse the emotional body, help rid anxiety, feelings of helplessness and stress. So it's a good friend to have, that's for sure. Very, very protective energy. I mean, tourmaline and obsidian are both the way to go if you are needing protection. But yeah, let's jump in, group 3, with the main energies in your reading. I've got Aries here, Leo is here, Aquarius is here as well, and Libra also. So that could be someone you're dealing with, could be part of your chart that's activated right now. I will also call the big 4 fixed signs. We've got Taurus, Scorpio, and Leo and Aquarius in that one as well. So yeah, jumping into the past energy for our beautiful group 3s. I have the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles here, and I feel like such an accomplished energy in this past energy here, because, well, I can see a lot of different things for different people, but overall you're in a very accomplished position. Things are quite abundant and going well for you. Things are growing. Things are, I don't know, becoming more enriched or more powerful. There's more of something. There's more sustenance. There's more connection. There's more beauty, love, joy. There's something growing in your world. For some of you, there's a situation around family. Like for some, you have like relocated your family, you moved away, or there's something within your family dynamics that have changed. We can see here that you have been revisiting the past. In the past, this might be something you're a bit more landed in the present at the moment, but in the past, it's been a very reflective time, maybe dealing with people from your past, dealing with family, dealing with children, dealing with co-parenting, whatever this might mean for you. And there's been some changes in the way you, I don't know, steer your ship, is it? Is it navigating your life? There's definitely, you've reached a crossroads in the past with regards to children, family, and the way you show up and what you're doing. And I don't even know how to put this, but it shows that the rainbow really stands out to me. It's like you've really, got so many little expressions, like turned a new leaf came to my mind, but that's not quite it for everybody. Like opportunities have opened themselves up to you recently. There's a lot of like fertility and abundance around you. Fertility doesn't always have to mean reproductive. It can also be obviously things that you're birthing, new creations, things that you're putting your energy into that seem to be full of beauty and a lot of life, a lot of joy. Things that are going to last a long time, things that you've invested in. So current energy moving into the week ahead, we've got the sun first of all, lots of more indication of expansion, of growth, of happiness. There's so much beauty in this card too. Like there's some, maybe you yourself are very beautiful, the way your home is presented. There's something about you, your life, your relationships. There's a lot of beauty there. You've got the Emperor here as well, strong fire sign energy with Aries and Leo. And this is you in leadership, which is interesting because it sits directly below the leadership card, which we'll get to shortly. But this is a time for you to be very positive about taking the lead in your life, of not being afraid to step into positions of authority. There's definitely, like the way is clearer, what it is you need to do is clearer. There's a lot of careful planning. There's a lot of just direction from you. This could be somebody else in your life as well that has a bit of authority, that's like leading things in a very positive manner. It's a really nice energy to be in. Not to say there's not challenges, and we'll get to those as the reading goes on, but what I am getting for most of you is that, the way things are headed, there's more structure, there's more stability. You have the Knight of Cups coming out next as well. This can be a card of romance. It can be a card of chivalry. The Knight of Cups typically will wear his heart on his sleeve. So you may be feeling there's a little extra vulnerability in conversations with people, or you're finding that you can really lean on people. I'm getting like either way. So some will be one way, some will be the other way. You are having the ability to sort of nurture someone and take care of them, or it could be the other way around where you're the one being nurtured and taken care of. There's like, I'm seeing a father-son bond here as well. So there's something going on this week with your son if you're a father, or you can be a mother as well, and there's something going on with your child or someone that you lead, someone you nurture and take care of. There's more time for play. I think balance between work and play is important this week. As we progress into the week, we have the Seven of Cups, the Page of Cups. With the Seven of Cups, I feel like for some of you there might be like a need for a bit more structure, like in some areas where you're not wasting time and energy, but you also have this a lot of ideas, a lot of inspiration, a lot of new energy to consider, a lot of different pathways opening up for you, and it's like careful choosing where you spend your energy and not diluting yourself too much. With the Page of Cups here, I instantly felt like there's a surprise in your week ahead. This surprise can be in a sense of feelings about things, like you didn't expect to feel this good or to feel this way about something. For some of you, it could be an event, a person, a message, or something popping up that's like, it's a pleasant surprise for you. For a lot of you as well, I think like maybe at one point you've felt quite overwhelmed with options or things to choose from or consider, but one cup sort of stands out to you the most, and you take it with both hands, leaving this confusion in the dust a little bit and moving forward with what you know you want. Like you make a pretty strong discerning choice. And the end of the week has Judgment and the Knight of Pentacles. Again, this energy of knowing what you want. Like there's a lot of awareness in the Judgment card. There's a lot of awakening energy. And then the Knight of Pentacles is like a dutiful commitment. So it's a slow moving energy for you. Things like, we've got a bit of like wedding energy here as well. So for some of you, it's a deepening of a commitment. That's maybe taking things to the next level with your partner. It could be about like making plans for the future, for longevity. Interesting to see that because we have longevity in your reading. We'll get to shortly. There's some things there's a lot of planning for the future here. There's a lot of emphasis on things that you want to achieve, whether that be in a team or on your own. Everyone will be different, but I'm just hearing like time is of the essence. So it is time to get started on something, but it's still like going to take a while, and it's something that will last you a long time. The way things unfold, it's very much about the bigger picture and the long term. I feel like things and relationships and situations that were confusing in the past are really being like cleared from your slate. So there's a lot of understanding about what you want. Again, it's coming back to clarity around what you want and not like wasting your time in diluted places and uncertain and feeling like a little lost maybe in the past. But yeah. In the area of challenge, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands can be quite an inconsistent energy. It can be a little bit, I'm hearing abrupt and abrasive, even though that's more Knight of Swords energy. It's, I feel like there's a temptation I don't know who this is for. This might not be for everyone, but there's definitely like this feeling of temptation to repeat unhealthy patterns or to like push for something quicker than it needs to be pushed for. There's like, I'm hearing the word immature. So you might be dealing with an immature energy that sort of goes round and round in their own cycle, and it's kind of hard to deal with them, but you know, I feel like you're much more elevated than that energy and where you are now. So especially if you're dealing with like family from the past, as we saw in this past position, and you're sort of elevated and moving forward in a place that's really, really abundant and a lot of growth there for you. There's a lot of like, you're reclaiming your power and your own authority here. So when you are dealing with these more immature energies, it can be a challenge. It can be very exhausting. So that's probably why they sit there in your challenge. But I see broken cycles. Something, the Cancer symbol standing out to me, so something around the home space potentially is shifted for you. In the area of what supports your challenges, we have the Ace of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Wands, which is like, I'm getting like delicious energy, right? It's so nurturing, it's soft, it's gentle, it's loving. There's the Ace of Cups is new love or feeling really fulfilled and a good sense of well-being, strong intuition, telepathic communication, connections that are really strong here. Four of Wands is like spiritual soulmates. It can be twin flames. It can be that connection to your community or people that are on the same vibration as you. There's healing, there's heartfelt connection, there's nurturing, it's all there. So for some of you, this is about really investing in your relationships that are around you that give you these feelings, that are supportive of you. For others of you, this is about self-love and being there for yourself, fulfilling your own cup, nurturing, taking care of yourself, looking after your body, your mind, your spirit. And connection with there's definitely some sort of spiritual connection here. This can be a friend, it doesn't have to be romantic, but there is certainly something very strong in your world that is worth leaning on or holding hands with, joining hands, I'm getting. I feel like you're also in, like, this may be you might be inspiring someone or someone is inspired by you. It'll be different for each of you, but there's someone here that really like you look up to in your situation, so follow their lead, I would say. In the area of what you don't see coming, we have the Page of Wands, the Star, and the Page of Swords. This is really beautiful energy too. There's a lot of like youth here and curiosity, exploration, freedom, liberation. All of these energies are here. There's like this, I'm getting like that true north, right? Maybe it's part of your north node, maybe it's part of your destiny. There's something about destiny unfolding and you don't see it coming. There's a message coming in or information coming in and it makes you hungry for more. There's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of adventure. There's a lot of exploration. You may have some really interesting, like soul stimulating conversations, like meeting of the minds, meeting of the soul, meeting of the spirit here. This can be in random conversations you have with people throughout your day and week, or it could be like one connection in particular that really feeds your spirit, it feeds your mind. There's a lot of play here with the Page of Wands. There's a lot of like understanding and learning and curiosity and inquisitive energy here with the Page of Swords. I'm feeling as well, some of you, this is about studying something that like takes you to a new level. Yeah, I'm getting like somebody is educating themselves to either help people or help themselves or understand the world or understand people, or there's like, this is like a really magical thing that somebody is learning or developing with or in. In the area of the outcome, we have got the Five of Wands, the Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. So there's no doubt about dealing with conflicts, that could be the Knight of Wands over there, the immature energy we did pick up on. There's conflict around this situation and not being certain how to deal with them or that particular issue. Feeling pulled between the head and the heart into your compassion and back into logic, and I feel like there's a bit of a back and forwards energy with you, like processing, how do I respond or how do I deal with this person or this situation. Four of Pentacles is about saving your resources. It's about letting people stand on their own 2 feet, protecting yourself, protecting your energy, not giving away things that don't belong to other people, but through a sense of obligation, misplaced obligation. Or you've got here somebody inside, you probably can't see it, it's very fine detail, but like we've got a door that's got numerous locks and chains all over it, but then inside somebody is also locking up their treasure chest. So definitely a need for maybe save your money, budget a little better maybe is for some of you. And then with the Ace of Wands, it's new passion. There's the outcome for you is to move away from and protect yourself from conflicting energies, things that just, I'm seeing a cat being rubbed backwards. So I don't know, maybe getting rubbed the wrong way. I'm not sure. But the Ace of Wands here is a new inspiration, a zest, a new lease on life, or a new, like, just it's motivating energy. It's inspirational. It's spiritual. I'm getting that like there's a lot that can be done with this energy. Like, so you are very capable, if you're doubting your capabilities or energy to be able to pursue or reach some sort of goal, there's a lot that can be done. Maybe needing to protect yourself so that you're not being diluted and drained, but there is a lot here in the outcome for you. I'm being drawn to the smoky quartz on the table as well, which is another protection stone. So very good for protection, grounding. In the oracle cards, we have longevity with chrysanthemums. I love chrysanthemums. They're so close to a daisy, and daisies are my favorite. So I feel like there's something here that's like, you found your favorite thing, or you found your favorite person, or you've like, and there's another indication of clocks here. There's a lot of pictures with clocks. So it's like, it's time, like something's arrived or it's time. But let's have a look at the book. A phase in which trust, completion, and a sense of belonging and peace has been reached is significant by the appearance of chrysanthemums. Deeper intimacy in relationships is highlighted, and you may want to explore this area of your life as a long-term commitment needs attention. A cycle of learning is coming to an end, or you now have all the facts you require. Creative blocks and melancholy and weak boundaries can be challenges you deal with. And you can see that's definitely come up here where you're like, I don't know about, like maybe you have had weak boundaries, and that's why the outcome is that you feel like, what is it? It's not quite righteousness, but there's like, I don't know, stronger boundaries. I mean, the Emperor is here. We have the card Leadership from Sacred Destiny. Just as the North Star is a beacon for travelers in the dark night, you're a beacon for others. It's time to step into the light and take your leadership role. You are a teacher, a steward, a guardian, and a healer, a true leader. Own these gifts and come into the light. Don't hold back. Let the world see your light. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their dreams. If you've been hiding in the background, it's time to break out and become the light for others. Through this, your star shines brighter. Actually, now that I've read that, I'm like looking back down here at what you don't see coming, and that's literally you being the star for others, like you teaching others. Maybe this inquisitive energy, this like thirst for more, this youth that's around you could be the people that learn from you and are inspired by you. Coming back to the Four of Wands, where there's like this inspirational person in your world. Maybe that's you. In the Moonology Messages, it's the law of attraction. As within, so without. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. Trust yourself and your power to create. Work your magic. You have mystical powers that you've used in the past, and you can call upon them again now. This card calls you to work with the law of attraction. The more you believe in yourself and your power to create, the more you will see you are actually already doing that. So do it consciously. The intentions that you set for yourself have untold powers. We as humans don't realize how powerful we are until we start to play with our magical energies. Embodying your intentions now and work towards them in whatever practical way you can as you move in the direction of your goals. Start by becoming really clear about your desires, and I just heard boundaries too. Once you have that clarity, write down your wishes at the next new moon, which will now be approaching, and just doing that will galvanize your intentions and steer your next steps. Visualizing your dreams will also help you achieve whatever you're aiming for now. Feel your wishes as real and already come true. Feel it in your body. You can create your desired outcome. I feel like gratitude, prayers, and giving thanks for all that you have and have already accomplished is another powerful way to really step into that feeling, because like to attract something, it's not just about visualizing, you've got to feel it as well. In the self-care prompts, we have make an altar. I mean, everybody should have a little altar, surely. If you don't have one, it might be a call to do that, to create a little space where you can sort of anchor your intentions, a place you can come to for prayer, a place where you have sort of visual aids to help you with manifestation and alignment. If you already have an altar, it might be time to spruce it up, give it a clean, put new things there. Like cutting some fresh flowers for it, put little offerings there, I'm getting for that one too. And then these are all really beautiful, soft, self-caring prompts too. You've got soak in the bath and you've got taking a walk. So all of these things are about you and your connection and how you care for yourself. So these are the things that would be really supportive this week. With the bath, we've got like candles, oils, crystals, flowers. Like make it a really nice bath if you have access to a bath. Otherwise, go jump in a lake. That can be really nice too. The water is so alive, if it's not too cold where you are anyway. And take a walk, just enjoying a bit of nature time, grounding, putting your feet on the grass, listening to the birds, being ever present. If you've got something that's stressful, going for a walk outside, the trees know how to take what you're carrying, and it will leave you feeling a lot better afterwards. So group 3, that is what I have for you in this reading with the little angel, little sweet angel of protection. Might be good to call on your angels if you're feeling you're needing that extra support and guidance, but yes. So hopefully that gave you some sort of comfort, clarity and guidance. If you would like a private reading, you can book that in the description box below, and I look forward to reading for you all again soon. Bye group 3.